Hello everybody and welcome back to Sin City Living. Apologies for not having posted as much lately as I usually do. Been a busy couple of weeks, schedule changes, a lot of things going on at work, but hopefully I can get myself back into the swing of things, so we'll be bringing you guys some more videos. As always, a shout out of appreciation to our patrons. All those tips of support are very appreciated. Once we get the live stream going, we're probably going to do a patron only live stream, but otherwise right now I hope you guys are enjoying the videos that we're able to put out with the entire How to Deal Dice class. So should have a couple more of those coming out in the next couple of days. And for everybody else, please keep an eye. We're still struggling getting the live stream going. I think I've got the equipment. I'm just having some issues, compatibility issues, but I'm going to get them figured out. We're going to get the live streams going, starting out with the craps tournament. Right now I only have about 7 or 8 players, but I'm hoping that a few more of you guys will email us with some interest in it. We are going to have to back the time up from Thursdays at 6 to probably 4:30. My schedule did change. I no longer have Thursdays off. But yeah, that being said, if you're curious about the Patreon live streams and stuff like that, just check the description of the video down below. And otherwise, we're going to go ahead and jump right into today's video. So for today's video, I want to answer an email we received. So thank you very much for sending it to us. This email comes from Steve. We absolutely love getting these emails from you guys. It gives us something to film that we know you guys want to see. And I apologize if my voice is a little bit low. My son is upstairs sleeping. I'm just trying to get these videos out for you guys. So Steve's question deals with dealer tips, with toking the dealers. Always a fun question, and always one we are more than happy to answer. So his first question is, he's assuming that a dollar bet pays $1, and he's asking if this is true all the way up until the bets get proper. And the answer to that is no. Yes and no. It's going to depend on the point, or it's going to depend on the number. Okay, so again, with anything else, place bets, it doesn't matter what the point is, because you're going to put the dealers across $6 on every number, right? $1 per number. So let's look at how these pay. So we're just going to press them each time just to give you an idea of how they pay. So first off, let's say a 10 were to roll. Okay, so if a 10 rolls, this right here, this dollar pays $1.80, $1.80, because every 5 pays 9s, every 50 cents pays 90 cents. So it pays $1.80, which means it only gets paid $1. What about the 9? Every dollar gets paid $1.40, so it only gets paid $1. What about the 8? Well, it's paid $1, because it gets paid $1.16. So as we keep moving up, I'm going to start with the 8 just to show you guys, because this is the yes part of this question. Yes, these will continue to get paid only $1, or even money, because $2 gets paid $2.33. So again, the casino keeps the breakage, so it would get paid $2. If it was $3, it gets paid $3.50. So it gets paid $3. At $4, you're looking at somewhere around $4.60 something. So again, $4. What about a 5? Well, 5 gets paid $5.84. So it's going to get paid $5. Now, obviously, once you get to the proper bet of $6, it's going to get paid $7. With the 9, $2 gets paid $2.80. So of course, it would still get paid $2. Now, if you had it at $3, well, $3 gets paid $4.20, because if you had a $30 place bet, it would get paid $42, right? So a $3 is going to get paid $4.20, which means when you're at $3 is where you start getting a little bit extra. Now you get paid $4 instead of $3, which also means that $4 gets paid $5, because that $4 gets paid $5.60. And obviously, once you get to $5, 5 pays 7, you're back into the realm of getting paid as a normal place bet. This is where things get a little bit interesting. So on the 4 and 10, $1 pays $1.80. Now $2. Now, one of the things that throws people off with these is that we'll teach dealers to add a 0 to it and figure out how that would pay. So what would $20 pay? Well, $20 would pay $36 if it's not a buy. It would pay $39 if it was a buy. However, $2 is not going to be a buy. So it would have to be $3.60, which means that even at $2, you're already getting paid an extra buck. At $3, well, $3 is getting paid $5.40. So you're getting paid $5. You're getting paid $2 extra at this point. $4 would also get paid $2 extra. $4 would get paid $3 extra. $4 would get paid $7. And then, of course, $5 gets paid $9. So on the 4 and 10, the extra, once you get to $2, it starts to get paid extra. Whereas the 5 and 9, you have to be at $3. 6 and 8, they have to be proper before you're going to get paid anything additional besides even money. So the second part of his question is, if I give dealers a tip by placing $6 across and tell them player control, how do I let them know that they can press the bets however they want? There's a couple different ways to do this. It's really going to depend upon the house. Most houses are going to tell dealers that they absolutely cannot gamble their own money, which means that unless the player specifies, they must take their bets down, or if the player specifies player control, so they stay up. If the player themselves do not say press, then it's got to get paid and dropped in the tote box. But some places are going to be a little bit more lenient, especially if the player says so. Some players will say, you know, let me put the dealer's $6 across, it's player control, and then they'll look at the dealer and say, do whatever you want with it. Some houses will allow that. Other houses will not. So in which case, then you have to be a lot more specific every time it rolls. Now, one way of doing that, of making it specific every single time it rolls without having to keep telling them over and over and over again, is generally if you have the dealers across, you probably have place bets as well. It's not a guarantee, of course. You may have a different strategy. Maybe you're a combat player or something like that. But if you have the dealers across and you have bets across, one thing you can say is, I want to put the dealers $6 across, player control, and then tell them, you do what I do. I press, you press. I collect, you collect. That makes it very easy for the dealers because they have to deal with all the player bets before they get to the dealer bet. Dealer bet is always the last bet to be paid. So they already know what you do before they ever get to theirs. So if you said, you know, hey, I'm pressing mine 1 unit, then when it gets to them, they're going to press it up because they can't go partial units, so they're going to go up a buck. If you collect, then they're going to collect. And that makes it very, very easy for the dealers. They don't have to ask you questions every single time. They just do the exact same thing you do. They're going to tell you every time, you know, hey, you collected, dealers are collecting. You press, dealers are pressing. They'll tell you, they'll announce it, but it makes it very easy for them. The other side of that too, the plus side of that, is one of the things that I personally dislike as a dealer that gives me some issues every so often is when players put me across and they say do whatever you want with it, and we end up catching a good roll and they're not very aggressive, because it kind of puts me in a bad spot. I will not get my dealer bets higher than the players. I have had dealer bets I've had a 4 and 10 up to $75 each. Now that player was already at somewhere around $1,000, $1,500 for their particular bets. But I've also had a 6 and 8 that a player had given me that I had it all the way up to $18. Their bet was $18. The next time it hit, they same betted. I had the same bet. I was stuck. I wasn't going to make my bet larger than theirs. So I had to leave mine at 18. Now, I'm not going to say I dropped all $21 because I didn't. I cross-pressed. I pressed a couple other things up that still kept it below their bets, but still pressed some stuff up. So you can tell the dealer, do what I do. You can tell them it's up to you, do whatever you want with it. Depending on the house. Some houses won't let them do that without specific instructions from you, in which case then the do whatever I do is perfect. That's a perfect explicit instruction. If you're not across and the house doesn't let the dealer just do whatever, then you're going to have to sit there and coach every single roll. Now the last question is, if you want them to collect every winning bet and then you're going to press their place bets, how do I verbalize that? That's easy. You say player control, just collect. Collect every time. They're going to go, okay. So say in 8 rolls, they get done paying everybody else. They go, okay. Dealer gets paid $1. Thank you very much, sir. They go to drop that out. Now, before the dice move, then you throw in $1 and say, press your 8. Player control. After you've done it once or twice, they know exactly what you're doing, and then it all runs super smooth. They don't have to ask any questions. It just goes. So I hope this answers your question. Thank you very much, Steve, for sending it to us. I hope this is interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or just plain fun for all the rest of you guys, or at least answer some questions you guys may have. And we thank you guys all for watching. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now. Okay, guys, so as I promised at the end of the videos, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the live stream and how it's going to work. So the first thing is, if you're interested in being one of the players for our craps tournaments, which is we're going to have every single week, please email us at sincityliving.lv@gmail.com. I need the email addresses and want to know who is interested so that we can get it set up and we can select it. I'm going to have the first round is going to be 16 players. There'll be 4 players per week. The 5th week is going to be the 4 champions from the previous weeks to get an ultimate champion. Haven't decided yet what the prize will be. Maybe I'll see if I can pick up another one of these lights. But we'll have some sort of prize for our champion. So please, if you're interested, email us. I want to pick the first 8 players, the first 2 weeks worth of players, so that we'll have the first 4 ready for the first week, and the other 4 will be kind of backup, just in case somebody has connection issues or something comes up and they're not able to play that week. Then I've got the other players on standby, so I can just bump one of them up or maybe shift the first person down or something along those lines. The main tournament is going to be Thursdays at 6 o'clock my time, Las Vegas time, 6 p.m. Las Vegas time. And it's the way it's going to work is it's going to be a time thing. I'm going to do the live stream for an hour. I'm going to do the game for an hour, rather. And it might work out to about 30 rolls, might work out to about 40 rolls. I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes. But it's going to be time. It's going to be an hour. Instead of the craps tournaments that they do down on the strip where it's 30 rolls, we're going to do an hour. So I want to make sure I have a finite time limit for this to start with, and then we will go from there. I'm going to find a way, either a Discord or a Zoom or a private chat room, some way for the players to be logged into something where I can communicate with them on my second computer so that they can tell me what their bets are, what they want to bet, what they want to press when something hits, without me having to scroll through the full chat of the live stream itself. I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on that, and if we have enough people watching and chatting, it could be difficult to keep an eye. So I have to figure that part out. Another reason I need the emails, so I can communicate back and forth with the potential players. So if you're interested, again, please email me. Eventually, just pretty much everybody's going to have an opportunity to be in on these things, because we're going to do multiple ones. I'm also looking at probably doing a second craps tournament, maybe late Wednesday nights, possibly, I'm not sure, where I'm going to do it a little bit different. The second one is going to be, instead of 1 hour and then whoever's got the most chips is the winner, because those craps tournaments tend to have really weird strategies. They're not normal strategies that you'd see in normal play, because you're competing against other players and you just want to make sure you have more chips than them by the end. What I'm going to do with the second tournament is, instead of a weekly winner, we're going to play for an hour, and then I'll keep track of how much money people still have on their, or how many chips they still have. And then the next week, same players are going to keep going. Basically, this game will go until the bankrolls end, until we have one person with money left, or chips left. Again, there's no money involved in this. So once we have one final winner, so people will drop out as their play money bankrolls expire, as they run out of chips. So that one, I'm guessing we'll see some more normal strategies, the kind of things people actually play when they're actually playing craps. And then eventually we're going to add Baccarat, Pai Gow, 3-card poker, blackjack, of course, to these tournaments. Whatever we can, to these live streams and live stream tournaments, whatever we can, when we can, as best we can. We're going to have to figure it out as we go. We have a lot of time constraints between me working full-time plus a child. But we're going to do the best we can. We're very, very excited to have this going. And we also will try and pick a day or time where I can do a patron-exclusive tournament, or 2. We'll see. We'll see how many of our patrons are interested, and see if we can't get that going as well, where it's only on the patron site. So definitely stay tuned, guys. Please, if you're interested in playing in one of the tournaments or partaking in our live streams, aside from just the chat, obviously it's a live stream. Please watch, chat with us, let us know how it's going or what you think, and otherwise, please, again, email us, sincityliving.lv@gmail.com. Otherwise, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Any suggestions, please hit us up. Thank you guys very, very much. We appreciate every single one of you guys, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.